How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. So please smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And yeah, man, we're gonna talk Earl Spence, the true Spence today, man. Derrick James in a recent interview said that Derrick James, Derrick James pretty much said in a recent interview that Earl Spence, is doing, a lot better in his recovery, and stuff like that, man. And I think this is good news. I think this is really good news. Obviously he had a fight already, after the whole situation. But I feel like this you guys fight is a big test, man. And pretty much Derrick James is saying that he passed all tests and sparring, and he knew he told Brian Custer, if you guys didn't check the interview out, they just posted it about an hour ago. Brian Custer asked him, when did you know that Earl Spence was gonna be ready, to fight, and after that, horrific injury, that was a crazy, um, accident he was in, so, Derrick James said, when were you going to be, when Brian Custer said, when did you know that Earl Spence was ready? He said, when he took that first shot. And, that says a lot. He says, have you tested him, to test him to see if he was ready for it to get in the ring? And, when Brian Custer asked him that, he said, yeah, I tested him. Every day was a test. He tested him on his skill, his movement, his like pretty much his awareness, and he tested him on all of those things. And I really truly think that testing him and testing a guy like that, man, is only going to make him better. And I think that they're turning it up on with the sparring right now, man. I think it's a lot of sparring going on. Earl Spence is in camp. Um, and camp should be wrapping up, real soon. It's only about what 2 to 3 weeks before the fight now, man. And you know, it pretty much the fine tuning should be done by now, and it's one of those things, man. I really truly think that, Earl Spence will be ready for this fight. He's trained hard for this fight. It's looked like I've seen some training footage and stuff like that. And Derrick James is his trainer. Derrick James is just not gonna put any type of athlete out there if he knows he's not ready, So I really truly believe in Derrick James as a trainer. I mean, shit, he's training arguably two of the best, fighters pound for pound in the world with Charlo and Earl Spence, So he's got both guys from both, two different styles, but he makes it work, the head trainer Derrick James. Um and he used to be a fighter himself. So, that might play a big factor in the, fighters respecting him and, wanting to train with him and stuff like that. But I've seen Derrick James, train other fighters as well, that not have as much luck, as him, him and Charlo and him and Spence have had. So I think it's a testament to their unique bond for those two fighters. And I think Derrick James, moving forward, I think, he's only gonna put his fighters in the right I feel like he's only gonna put his fighters in the right position to win, If he's told Brian Custer, if I didn't think he was ready, then I would tell him, But he said when he first found out about everything, he said he wanted to make sure if he was okay and stuff like that. And once he found out that he was okay, then he was like they could talk about boxing and everything like that. So, but man, I think that, hopefully everything is behind Earl Spence now. Um, and he's fully recovered, and and we'll see. We'll see with this, man. If he gets a stoppage on you guys, man, that's gonna be a statement, man. That's gonna be a huge statement, man. So, I want to see. I want to truly see you know, what Derrick James and Earl Spence's game plan. What can they implement, in their game plan to work on you guys? Because because Manny Pacquiao had a game plan and it didn't work as well, So I think whatever they're doing in training right now will play a big factor into the fight. All of the, like they say, like a lot of fighters say, all of the hard work is done in the gym anyways, so, that's a lot of the hard work right there, just being in the gym and training. And it looks like Earl Spence is 100% dedicated now, you guys. It looks like he's, pretty much gave up that, partying lifestyle for the most part for right now. And it's looked like he's been, dialed in, man. He's tuned in. And I think that, a a dialed in, focused Earl Spence could be a dangerous Earl Spence, in my personal opinion. I think he could be a dangerous Earl Spence, you know. And yeah, man. So I would love to know what you guys think about this, man. For real, man. You guys gotta definitely hit the like button, man. And let me know what you guys think, man. Because right now Earl Spence, he's only had one fight, I believe, since his whole accident and stuff like that. So we still got to see if he's gonna be ready. We still got to see if if he can take those massive blows from you guys. You guys does have power now, to sit you down. So, we'll see. We'll see. You guys has been training hard. I follow him on Instagram as well. He's been going live from his training camp and all of that type of stuff. So, a lot of people have been wanting to know, you know, how competitive this fight will be. My personal opinion is I think that this fight will be, as competitive as much as Earl Spence lets it be. You know what I mean? I feel like he's gonna dictate the pace. He's a pressure fighter, so with boxing ability too, dangerous, and he's a southpaw. So just all of those combination of things, man, is just dangerous. Earl Spence is just very dangerous. So you definitely got to watch out for that. And I think right now Derrick James you know, has two dynamite fighters, man. He's got Charlo and he's got Spence, man. Both in the prime of their career, both with big time fights coming up. So, you got the Charlo versus Castano fight coming up. That's gonna be a big fight as well. And there's a list of other fights coming up as well, man. If Charlo can win that fight, that's contingent on him winning that fight, and Earl Spence has to win his next fight. If he doesn't win his next fight, then it's a wrap. So both fighters are definitely in the prime of their career, I feel like, and they're in the biggest fights of their career in their next fight. So, I would love to know what you guys I would love to know what you guys think about that, man, in the comment section, man. Let me know, man. Do you guys think Earl Spence is dialed in? Do you guys think Earl Spence is 100% ready for this fight? If so, let me know in the comment section, man. But Chad, this is all I got for now, man. This is Corey Lee Boxing, and you definitely been hit with another banger. Peace out, man.